What's up, everybody? I'm Sydnee Goodman, and in today's fix, Microsoft and Bethesda are now one. What this means for exclusives and a great Game Pass Ultimate deal. Roll the thing. Well, that was quick. Just yesterday, we reported on both the SEC and European Commission giving the Microsoft and Zenimax deal a big thumbs up. And today, I come to you with news that that deal is officially complete. Bethesda is now a part of Xbox. Let's run through the announcement and what that means for exclusives. In a post on Xbox Wire, head of Xbox Phil Spencer welcomed Zenimax, Bethesda Softworks, and all their development studios like Arkane, id Software, and MachineGames to the Xbox family. Spencer also added that there will be more news about how Xbox's teams will work coming later this year. Spencer reiterated that Microsoft would allow Bethesda to continue, quote, making games the way it always has. And it's worth pointing out that neither Xbox nor Bethesda mentioned Xbox Game Studios in their releases about the acquisition, which leads me to believe that Bethesda will work under a different umbrella than Microsoft's other first-party studios. To help manage this new acquisition, Xbox has seemingly set up a new company called Vault, which could be the brand for Bethesda games made under Xbox. Now that the $7.5 billion purchase is complete, here's a list of Zenimax developers that are now under the Xbox umbrella. Alpha Dog Games, Arkane Studios, Bethesda Softworks, id Software, MachineGames, Roundhouse Studios, Tango GameWorks, and Zenimax Online Studios. Spencer rounded out the announcement with a promise that more Bethesda games will be added to Xbox Game Pass this week. No word yet on what those games will be exactly. And speaking of games, we finally got a glimpse into what Bethesda exclusivity will look like now that the deal is official. In that same Xbox Wire article, Spencer wrote, quote, with the addition of the Bethesda creative teams, gamers should know that Xbox consoles, PC, and Game Pass will be the best place to experience new Bethesda games, including some new titles in the future that will be exclusive to Xbox and PC players. Since the acquisition was first announced last year, there's been a lot of vague talk about what this means for Bethesda games on non-Xbox consoles. And this is the first time we're getting confirmation that in the future there will be some form of Xbox console exclusivity. I imagine that for existing titles like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, we'll see either timed or no exclusivity, and my money is on new IP being completely Xbox console exclusive. The good news is we potentially don't have to wait that long for more information on what the acquisition means. According to VentureBeat, there will reportedly be a Microsoft presentation this Thursday, March 11th, that will answer some burning questions. I'd imagine we'll get the specifics of what games are coming to Game Pass at the very least, and maybe even more clarity on the exclusivity situation. In the same article with the news of Microsoft's reported Thursday presentation, Xbox and Bethesda will apparently maintain separate E3 shows, which I think is a good move. Whether or not Bethesda actually has a lot of information to share in their E3 briefings is up for debate, but their shows are always a spectacle, and I appreciate their overall branding for E3. So it's good to know that they'll maintain their independence there. And based on everything that's been said about Bethesda maintaining its independence within the Microsoft umbrella, keeping their own E3 show and being able to have its own POV at a big convention like E3 feels like a step in the right direction. If all this talk about Bethesda games joining Game Pass, some of them as soon as this week, has you wanting to extend your Game Pass Ultimate subscription, I have great news. Let's run down how to get 4 months of Game Pass Ultimate for $29.99 for folks who already have an active subscription. But if that's not you, just stay tuned. We talk about it at the end. The great news is that the extra 4 months for $29.99 stacks, which means you can get a whole year of Game Pass Ultimate for less than $90. What you do is purchase 12 months of EA Play, and once you insert the code, it'll be auto-converted to 4 months of Game Pass Ultimate. So if you wanted to stack it, you'd just buy 3 EA Play codes, and that would give you a full 12 months of Game Pass Ultimate for $89.97. Remember, this only works if you already have Game Pass Ultimate. I haven't run the math on this, but if you don't already have Ultimate, it could be worth buying a month and then running this hack to extend it, but don't quote me on that. But I do hear it works. And that's Daily Fix. I'm Sydnee Goodman, and I hope your day is as awesome as you are. Now that you're all caught up on the news, if you're looking for a metric ton of games features, deep dives, performance reviews, and more, head over to IGN Games. This is a brand new YouTube channel dedicated exclusively to the stuff you love. Download the IGN app on all your mobile devices, subscribe to Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for all things everything else, IGN.com.
And here's to you for being there with us through it all.
Merci beaucoup.
A new chapter has begun. Here's to the journey, just getting started.